Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I will be continuing on the series on how to solve exponential equations. But before we continue, I want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel, like the video, send your comment, share the link with your friends, and please also remember to click on the notification button if you have not yet done so. Thank you very much for your support. All right, let's get started. Yes, over here we have a couple of questions we'll be looking at, and then we shall be taking them one after the other. All right. So now let's take the first question, question A. So question A, we have 3 exponent 2x plus 1 over 3 exponent x equal 9 exponent x. All right. So on the left side, you can see that the value 3 is known as the base. This is the base, and also this is the base, and 9 is also a base. So the first task is to try and ensure that we have uniform base. All right. So which means that we are going to change the value 9 to a base of 3 to a certain exponent. Okay. So when we do that, the equation automatically becomes 3 exponent 2x plus 1 over 3 exponent x equal 3 exponent 2. All right, so now we've changed the value of 9 to 3 squared, okay? And we also have exponent x here. So at this point, we can distribute or multiply these two by x. And when we do that, the equation will become 3 exponent 2x plus 1 over 3 exponent x equal 3 exponent 2x. So right now we have to focus on the left side, and we are going to apply the division rule to this part of the question. All right, the division rule states that when you have the same base with different exponent and you are dividing, all you have to do is to write it as a single base. Okay, so now we are going to write this as a single base. So write it as a single base and then subtract the exponent of the denominator from the exponent of the numerator. So this is the denominator, exponent of the denominator, while this is the exponent of the numerator. So what we are going to do now is to subtract the exponent of the denominator from that of the numerator. So this will become 3 exponent 2x plus 1, put in parentheses, minus the exponent of the denominator. All right, so we are written the left side with a single base and subtracted the exponent of the denominator from that of the numerator. So you can see it here, and this will be equal 3 exponent 2x. So at this point, you can see that we have the same base on the left side and on the right side. Okay, so when we have the same base on the left and on the right, then we can equate the exponents. So this automatically becomes 2x plus 1 minus x equal 2x. So now let's combine like terms. We have 2x here, 2x, and this is negative x. This negative sign here belongs to this x. Okay, so this is going to be 2x minus x plus 1 equal 2x. So 2x minus x is going to give us x, okay, plus 1, and this will be equal to x. So at this point, we can subtract x from both sides. Subtract x from both sides. and then x minus x will cancel out, and now we have 1 on the left side, and this will be equal to x minus x is x. So the final answer is x equal 1. I hope this is clear to you. All right, so let's quickly move on to the next question. All right, so we have question B, which is 25 exponent x over 5 exponent x plus 4 equal 25 exponent 1 minus x. So on the left side, we have 25 to be the base of the numerator, as you can see here. This is the base. The denominator, we have a base of 5, and on the right side, we have a base of 25. So the minimum base we have here is 5, so we are going to try and change the base of 25 to that of 5. So when we do that, this equation is going to take this form, 5 exponent 2, okay, exponent x over 5 exponent x plus 4 equal, let's also change the 25 on the right side to a base of 5. Base of 5 exponent 2 and exponent 1 minus x. All right, so we have succeeded in changing 25 to 5 exponent 2. This 25 here has been changed to 5 exponent 2. All right, so next is to distribute this. We can put this in parentheses. Just put this in parentheses. So we're going to distribute this 2 into 1 and also into this x. And we are going to multiply, use 2 to multiply this x. So when we do that, this equation becomes 5 exponent 2x over 5 exponent x plus 4 equal 5. So 2 times 1 is going to give us 2, and 2 times negative x is going to give us negative 2x. So at this point, we are going to focus on the left side, focus on this, and you can see that we have a base of 5 as the numerator and base of 5 as the denominator. So what we are going to do now, if we apply the division rule of exponents to this, we are going to now write it as a single base. Okay, write it as a single base, 5, and then subtract the exponent of the denominator, which is this, from the exponent of the numerator. Exponent of the denominator is this. Okay, so subtract this from the numerator. So when we do that, it automatically we're going to have 5 exponent 2x, you can put that in parentheses, minus x plus 4. Okay, so this will be equal, this will be equal 5 exponent 2 minus 2x. So at this point, we have to, this is like negative 1 here. So we're going to distribute this negative sign into the content of the parentheses. So this, you use this to multiply this negative, and also use it to multiply this 4 that we have here. So the equation will turn 5 exponent 2x, negative 1 times s is going to give us negative x, and negative 1 times positive 4 is going to give us negative 4, and this will be equal 5 exponent 2 minus 2x. So you can see that on the left and on the right we have the same base of 5. So now if the base are the same, then we can equate the exponents. So this will become 2x minus x is going to give us x. So we have x minus 4 is equal to minus 2x. So now we can add 2x to both sides. Add 2x to both sides. So plus 2x. So when you do that, negative 2x plus 2x will cancel out, and x plus 2x is going to give us 3x minus 4 equal 2. So now we can, since we have a negative 4 here, we can add 4 to both sides. So negative 4 plus 4 will cancel out, and then so we're left with 3x on the left side. We have just 3x. So this will be equal 3x equal 2 plus 4, that is 6. So now we can divide both sides by 3. Divide both sides by 3. And 3 is going to cancel 3 from here. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So the final answer is x is equal to 2. So this is the final answer. I hope this is also clear to you. All right. So let's quickly move on to the next one. All right. So over here we have 4 exponent x over 2 exponent x plus 2 equal 2 exponent x plus 1 over 8 exponent x. So if you look at this properly, the smallest base we have here is 2. This is the smallest base, and we have a base of 4 and also that of 8. So we are going to change this 4 to a base of 2 to a different exponent, and also change this 8 to a base of 2. All right, so if we do that, then this 4 will be changed to 2 exponent 2 and then exponent x. All right, over 2 exponent x plus 2 equal 2 exponent x plus 1 over, so we're going to change this 8 now to 2 exponent 3 exponent x. So next is to distribute or use this 2 to multiply the x, use this 3 to multiply this x. So when you do that, the equation automatically will become 2. So 2 times x is going to give us 2x, 2 exponent 2x over 2 exponent x plus 2 equal 2 exponent x plus 1 over 2. So 3 times x is going to give us 3x. Good. So right now we are going to focus on the left side. Focus on the left side. Since we have the same base as the numerator and the denominator, we have to write this as a single base, and then we are still going to apply the same rule to this, applying division rule of exponent to that. So now we are going to write on the left side, we are going to write this as a single base of 2 and then subtract the exponent of the denominator. The exponent of the denominator is x plus 2. So we're going to subtract this from the exponent of the numerator, which is this. Okay, so when we do that, then this will become, we have written it as a single base now, and then 2x, which is exponent of the numerator, okay, minus the 1 of the denominator, x plus 2. Good. So that is it for the left side. Okay, so we are going to do the same to the the right side. So we are going to subtract this exponent of the denominator from that of the numerator. And you can see that we have the same base. This is 2 and this is 2. So we are going to write it as a single base. That is the division rule. Division rule states that when you have the same base with different exponent and you are dividing, you have to write it as a single base and then subtract the base of the denominator from that of the numerator. So that is exactly what we are doing right now. So this will become 2 exponent x plus 1. 2 exponent x plus 1. You can put this in parentheses. Okay, minus 3x. You can also put this in parentheses. Good. So as it is now, we have negative in between. So I prefer you write this as -1 and also this as -1. Okay, so next is to distribute this -1 into this and also into this and also -1 times 3. Okay, 3x. So when you do that, this will become 2 exponent 2x. So -1 times x is going to give you -x. -1 times 2 is going to give you -2. And this will be equal 2 exponent x plus 1. So -1 times 3x is going to give you -3x. All right, so at this point, you discover that we have the same base on both sides. We have 2 as the base on the left side and 2 as the base on the right side. So when the base are the same, then all you have to do is to equate the exponent. Equate the exponent. So we are going to equate the exponent now. All right. So we have 2x minus x. So that's going to give us x and then minus 2. Minus 2. So this is 2x minus x. That gives us x. And then this -2 is what you have here right now. Good. So that gives us x minus 2. So that is it for this. And then equal the exponent of the value on the right. So we have x minus 3x. We'll combine it like terms, x minus 3x, or we can just write the whole of this value on this side. So let's first of all write everything here. So we have x plus 1 minus 3x. So if we try and combine like terms now, this is x and this is -3x. So x minus 3x is going to give us -2x. So this will become x minus 2 is equal 1 minus 2x. So now let's add 2x to both sides. Add 2x to both sides plus 2x. Good. So -2x plus 2x we cancel out, and now we have x plus 2x is going to give us 3x minus 2, and this is equal 1. So at this point we can add 2 to both sides plus 2 plus 2. So -2 plus 2 will cancel out, and we have just 3x on the left side, and this is equal 1 plus 2, and that is 3. So we can divide both sides now by 3. Divide both sides by 3. So 3 is going to cancel 3 from here, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. Therefore, x is equal 1. So this is the final answer. I hope this makes some sense. All right, so let's proceed to the next question. All right, so we have question D. And here we have 5 exponent 2x minus 5 over 125 exponent x is equal 25 exponent 1 minus 2x over 5 exponent x plus 2. All right, so if you look carefully, you discover that the minimum base we have here is 5. We have the smallest base of 5. So all we have to do is to change the other bases to base of 5, okay, to a certain exponent that can still give the same value. All right, so now if we do that, Then this will become 5 exponent 2x minus 5 over 5 exponent 3. So this is the same value as 125. Okay, exponent x equal. So 25 is the same as 5 exponent 2. Okay, exponent 1 minus 2x over 5 exponent x plus 2. All right, so next is to use this 3 to multiply this x, and then you can put this in parentheses and distribute these 2 into each of them, 2 times 1 and 2 times 2x. Okay, good. So when we do that, then this equation becomes 5 exponent 2x minus 5 over 5 exponent. So 3 times x is going to give us 3x, and this will be equal 5 exponent. So 2 times 1 is going to give us 2, and 2 times negative 2x is going to give us negative 4x over 5 exponent x plus 2. So at this point, we have the same base in all. So we have 5, we have 5, we have 5 here, we have a base of 5 here. So now we are going to focus on the left side. Focus on this. Since you have the same base at the top and the same base at the denominator, all you have to do is to write this as a single base, and that is the division rule of exponent. So if you apply that and also do the same to the right, since you have the same base of 5 and 5, so all you have to do now, we are going to write them as a single base, and then so base of 5, and then subtract the exponent of the denominator, which is this, okay, from the exponent of the numerator. Okay, so now, so 5 exponent 2x minus 5. So this is the exponent of the numerator minus the exponent of the denominator. Good. So this will be equal. So we are still going to write the right hand side as a single base of 5 exponent. So we are going to subtract the exponent of the denominator, which is this, from the exponent of the numerator, which is this. So if we do that, then we're going to have 2 minus 4x in parentheses minus x plus 2 in close parentheses. So now you have a negative sign here, so you can just write that as negative 1 and do the same here, negative 1. Okay, good. So next is to distribute this negative 1, use it to multiply this. And so this negative 1, use it to multiply the x, and also use it to multiply this 2. That helps to clear the parentheses. So now the equation will become 5 exponent 2x negative 5. So negative 1 times 3x is going to give us negative 3x equal 5 exponent 2 minus 4x. So negative 1 times x is going to give us negative x. Negative 1 times 2 plus 2 is going to give us negative 2. So now you can see that we have the same base, 5 and 5. So we can just equate the exponent. So if we want to equate the exponent, if you look at it very well, you have 2x, okay, minus 5 minus 3x. So let's just write everything down. So 2x minus 5 minus 3x. Just write them down before we simplify. Then 2 minus 4x minus x minus 2. So at this point, we can combine like terms. Okay, so you see you have a negative 3x here. All right, so 2x minus 3x, that is going to give us negative x. So this will become negative 5 negative x is equal we have 2, this 2 here, and also we have -2. This is -2. So you can just shift it down to this point. So -2, so this will give you -4x, -x, because this negative sign here, okay, belongs to this 4, and this negative sign here belongs to this x. So if I'm moving these two and switching it over to the position of -4x, it will come with the negative sign, as you can see here. Okay, so that is still -2, -2. So now, so this will become -5, -x is equal -2 minus 2 we cancel out. That's going to give you 0. So -4x, -x is going to give us -5x. So now we can add x to both sides. Add x to both sides. So -x plus x will cancel out. So now we have -5 on the left side, and this will be equal -5x plus s is going to give us -4x. All right, so we can divide both sides now by -4. Divide this by -4, this by -4. So negative is going to cancel negative from here. 4 is going to cancel out 4. Negative is going to cancel negative from here. Then x will be equal 5/4, or 1 whole number and then 1/4. All right, so this becomes the final answer to this question. I hope it makes some sense also. All right, so over here we have question E, which is 4 exponent x over 8 exponent 2 negative x is equal to exponent x times 4 exponent x -1. So the smallest base we have here is 2. So our smallest base of 2. So we are going to change the 4 to a base of 2, and this 4 and this 8, all of them to a base of 2 to different exponents. So when we do that, then this equation becomes 2 exponent 2 exponent x. So we have changed 4 to 2 squared, and over 2 exponent 3 and exponent 2 negative x is equal 2 exponent x times 2 exponent 2 exponent x -1. All right, so at this point we are going to just put this in parentheses and then distribute these two over here and over here, and also put this in parentheses and distribute the 3 into both of them, and also these 2 into this. So when you do that, then this equation becomes 2 exponent 2 times x is 2x over 3 times 2, so we have 2. 3 times 2 is going to give you 6, and 3 times -x is going to give you -3x. This will be equal 2 exponent x times 2. So 2 times s is going to give you 2x, and then 2 times -1 is going to give you -2. All right, so at this point we are going to focus on the left side. Okay, focus on the left side and apply the division rule of exponents to that. So when you do that, then this becomes so we just have to write this as a single base and then subtract the exponent of the denominator, which is this, from the exponent of the numerator. So when you do that, then this will become 2 exponent 2x. You can put it in parentheses, minus 6 negative 3x. Okay, so this will be equal. So on the right side, we are going to apply the multiplication rule of exponents to this, and then since we have the same base of 2 and 2, the multiplication law states that you have to add the exponent. So add the exponent after you have written a single base. So we are going to write a single base now, a single base of 2, and then add the exponent. So this will become x plus, can put this in parentheses, 2x minus 2. All right. So after you have written this, next you see you have negative sign here, so you can make it -1 and distribute the negative into the contents of the parentheses over here and also over here. Okay, so when you do that, then this will become 2 exponent 2x. -1 times 6 is -6. -1 times -3x will become positive 3x. And this will be equal to exponent x plus, just clear the parentheses. Since this is positive, you just have to clear the parentheses. So x plus 2x minus 2. So at this point, you have to consider the base. You have the same base on both sides. So all we have to do now is to equate the exponents. Just equate the exponent. So this will become 2x minus 6 plus 3x is equal x plus 2x minus 2. So now combining like terms, over here we have 2x and then we have plus 3x. So that's going to give us 5x minus 6 is equal 2x plus x plus 2x is going to give us 3x, okay, minus 2. So at this point we can add 6 to both sides. Add 6 to both sides. So -6 plus 6 we cancel out, and on the left side we have just 5x, and this will be equal 3x. -2 plus 6x is going to give us plus 4. So we can now subtract 3x from both sides. Subtract 3x from both sides. So x minus 3x will cancel out. So, and then 5x minus 3x is going to give us 2x equal 4. So we can now divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. So 2 is going to cancel 2 from here. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Therefore, x is equal 2. And this is the final answer to this question. I hope this is clear to you. All right, so let's move on to the next one. All right, so this is the last question, question F. And we have 9 exponent 2x over 27 exponent 2 minus x equal 81 exponent 3x plus 1 over 3 exponent 1 minus 2x. All right, so over here we have the minimum base of 3, so we have to change the other numbers. Okay, so when we do that, then we're going to change 9 to 3 exponent 2 exponent 2x over changing, we are going to change 27 to 3 exponent 3, okay, exponent 2 negative x equal, change 81 to 3 exponent 4 exponent 3x plus 1 over 3 exponent 1 minus 2x. Next is to use these two to multiply 2x, and also we can put this in parentheses and distribute 3 into this and also into this. All right, so distribute 3 into x. And then we can also put this in parentheses and distribute this 4 into this 3x and also into 1. Alright, so when we do that, then this equation becomes 3. So 2 times 2x is going to give us 4x. So 3 exponents 4x over 3. 3 times 2 is 6. So we're going to have 6. And 3 times negative x is going to give us negative 3x equal 3. So 4 times 3x, that's going to give us 12x. And 4 times 1 is going to give us plus 4 over 3 exponent 1 negative 2x. So at this point, we have to focus on the left side and apply the division rule. At the same time, we are still going to focus on the right and apply the division rule. So since we have the same base on the left side, so we can write that as a single base of 3 and then subtract the exponent of the denominator, which is this, from the exponent of the numerator, which is this. So when we do that, we're going to have 3 exponent 4x minus, put this in parentheses, 6 negative 3x, and this will be equal. We are going to do the same to the right. We have the same base, and we are going to write it as a single base of 3 and subtract the exponent of the denominator from the exponent of the numerator. So when we do that, we're going to have 3 exponent 12x plus 4. We can put that in parentheses, minus 1 minus 2x. So now since we have a negative sign here, you can write it as negative 1 and also this as negative 1. So we are going to distribute this into this and also into this. And then this negative 1, we are going to distribute into this and also into this. So when we do that, then this will become 3 exponent 4x. So negative 1 times 6 is negative 6. Negative 1 times negative 3x is positive 3x equal 3 exponent 12x plus 4. So negative 1 times negative 1, negative 1 times negative times 1 is going to give us negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 2x is going to give us positive 2x. So at this point, we can equate the exponent because we now have the same base on both sides, base 3 and base of 3, base of 3. So so this becomes 4x negative 6 plus 3x is equal 12x plus 4 negative 1 plus 2x. So now let's combine like terms. So this is 4x plus 3x. 4x plus 3x. That's going to give us 7x minus 6 equal. So we have 12x here plus 2x. So this is going to give us 14x. And then 4 minus 1 is going to give us plus 3. Okay, good. So at this point, we can subtract 14x from both sides. 14x from both sides. So 14x minus 14x, this will cancel out. And 7x minus 14x is going to give us negative 7x minus 6. And this will be equal 3. So now let's add 6 to both sides. Add 6 to both sides. So negative 6 plus 6 will cancel out. And we're going to have negative 7x. on the left side, and this will be equal. 3 plus 6 is 9. Good. So now let's divide both sides by -7. -7. -7. So negative is going to cancel negative from here. 7 is going to cancel -7 from here. So now we are left with 9 over -7. So x is equal 9, -9 over 7. And this can be written as or -1, then 2 over 7. Okay, so this is now the final answer. X is equal -9 over 7, or -1 whole number 2 over 7. So this is the final question and the last question on this series on how to solve exponential equation. All right, so if you find this video useful, please, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe to this channel, like the video, send your comment, share the link with your friends, and also if you have not yet click on the notification button, please kindly do that, so whenever I upload any new video, you always be notified. Thank you very much. I'll be looking forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye bye.